The road between Pennsylvania and New York is short, even by bus. But in the year since I first arrived here in Manhattan, with my suitcase of canvas and my paints, I've come a long, long way. In fact, I've come so far, so fast, that I've surpassed all of my peers. And tonight was my crowning achievement, my first gallery exhibition. But to make it this far, to reach this big city dream, I had to put miles between me and my father's small-town values. In choosing that path, I embarked on a journey that's become more important than the destination I had planned. That detour took me to places within myself that I have never, ever been before.
How much this is going to cost us?
Why are you so worried? Look, the turnout's even better than we expected.
Well, it's going to have to be. The invitations alone are costing us an arm and a leg. You said to send one to everyone. I checked off every single name in your book.
You worry too much. You and I both know that the sale of one painting is going to take care of all of this, all right? I promise it's going to be okay. You look great tonight. Just enjoy the evening, all right? Pablo, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be out of town this weekend.
That's before I figured out what you were up to here.
Oh. Well, feel free to look around. You know Sybil, don't you?
I didn't want to believe you could sink this low. How could you have done this? I was here before you. I introduced you to these people. This was my night. You know, they always told me to forgive my enemies, but nobody ever said anything about forgiving my friends.
Pablo, please. You know me. When you see a caution light, you stop. I don't. I don't have time for stoplights. I make my own opportunities, Pablo. I have no apologies. Now go. Don't worry. Your time will come.
So will yours, Taylor.
Taylor, my boy. There you are. Taylor, is this yours?
Yes.
Came a long way from fruits and flowers. I could see you started to paint again. I like this new one. It's different. This'll go good in my study with all that religious relic stuff. Yeah, I want this.
Mr. Basil, you want this?
Oh yeah.
Well, sir, this is not new. I mean, in fact, this is quite old.
$50,000 right now. Don't blow this, son. One. You look like you could use a hot meal. Two. Tick. Tick.
Fine. Portrait's yours.
Hey, cheer up. It's not so bad. Value is relative. I mean, with renting the gallery and the invitations and all, well, we're not gonna make much, but at least we're not gonna lose anything.
I'm not so sure of that. I stole my father's paintbrushes to paint the thing.
I just wanted to surprise him on his birthday. I wanted to show him. I just wanted to show him all the results of the lessons he gave. He always thought I wasn't listening. That was the only image I could think of. That was the only image that I knew to paint.
You act like you haven't seen this painting for years.
I haven't. I went back to that town. I left the painting in a church up against the wall. I taped a little note on the back that said, "Anonymous donor." And I ran. There's something about that painting. I can't do this.
What? What do you mean?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Wait a minute. Taylor.
Sir. I'm gonna have to turn down your offer.
Artists.
No, I got nothing. My father taught me everything about painting and about you. You! And look where I'm at now. I can't stop.
A while back, old preacher Knox from church came to the door with this painting. Although the note attached read, "Anonymous donor," he was certain that the work was yours, especially after confiscating so many of your sketches during Sunday school. He thought that if you returned the portrait, it might bring you a little closer to home. He said your painting was the best sermon he'd ever seen. Your interpretation of Christ on the cross is indeed profound. It made me consider how fathers must sometimes give up their sons to a greater purpose. It also reminded me how sometimes sons must relinquish their will too. You never even said goodbye. I was surprised when I received an RSVP to your first New York exhibition, but I was never more proud. Having been there myself, I know how important it is to show that competitive world your best. So I decided to give up what I've gained one more time for something far greater than myself, my son. Please allow me to be the first to buy an original Taylor. Closed is the college fund you never used.
I know that there are miles and more between us. But there is nothing you've done that cannot be forgiven. As your painting shows so vividly. He took upon himself the transgressions of us all. Let him. Just let him.